Okay, hello guys, and today, as you guys can see here, we have Pokemon things. If you guys can read the title, I'm creating my own Pokemon region. Somebody has to create a complete adaptation and actually make it a game, because I do not know how to do any of that. And also, I'm garbage at drawing. So, if I do say so myself, we can get this on the roll. And first off, my bad for not posting for 10 days. School, I was sick during the weekends. Monday, I was also sick. So, I'm back now. I'm ready. I'm hoping to get a lot of videos out this week for my mistakes that happened last week. Anyways, let's start this off with our fire and poison type. Oh, right. So Scarlet and Violet's coming out, and it has the new gimmick of terrestrialization. And terrestrialization and any other type of gimmick like Dynamax or /Gmax, also others. Also others. So like Mega Evolution and more. So me personally, something that I really wanted to see is a triple type. So let's get these triple types on the road. Let's start off with our fire triple type. Our fire type. Our fire type starter is called Firon. Firon is a fire poison type Pokemon that when made scared releases a gas, which will be part of his ability. This ability will paralyze anyone who smells the gas, the person who attacked pretty much just gets paralyzed, kind of like Flame Body. Yeah. But he also learns another ability move, but this one is actually only a 10% to get, so you can go hunting for it for probably it'll only take 30 minutes, 15 minutes to get. It has a higher percentage than most of others. Anyways, this one consists of, still don't have a name for it, but it pretty much consists of either a burn, paralysis, or poison with any physical move that it was hit with. Also when this Pokemon is hit with a physical move, it has a 5% chance to poison anyone, but this is an ability. It's just like that. Well, I don't know what to call it yet. Maybe it could be another part of it could be like a smaller version of Phenomenon, but I'm all for it. And at the beginning, our Pokemon are already a double type, so yeah. Anyways, we can move on to our next one, which would be our water type. This is our water type. I call him Durclock. He is the water ground Pokemon, like any other normal water Pokemon, and let me get a quick explanation. He's a normal fish with a beaver's tail. And inside the beaver's tail is like a drop of water that never goes away. This means that he could also hit him with something called Mudtail. This is one of his moves that he reaches when he gets around level 10. So you should have for the first gym, which me personally, I would definitely choose him for, because the first gym would be fire type. Second would be water, and third would be grass. And so, in the beginning of the game, he'd be quite good, and by the time that you actually need someone for water or grass, you probably already have someone because of early round bird and early round grass type Pokemon that I have. Still not done with them. I'll put them in another video because I've literally spent a day. Anyways, so help me. I spent over 24 hours on Canvas making these. please just like and subscribe. That's where I've mostly been, except for school. Whenever I was in my free time, I was making this and working on other videos that I could not post because of homework, busyness, and other things. Anyways, let me give a quick explanation. Since, of course, it can't walk on water, but since it's also a ground type, he created a ground type barrier that's more like a boulder. Then he put some fresh water into the underneath, so that's easy for him to roll around, as well as more thing to seal it over. Now he put some mud, so that's easy for him to move around, and this mud will be turned into mud because of seawater, because of something called seawater, which is different from fresh water, if you guys already know. And seawater pretty much just made this into mud. This is also filled with seawater, but it will be changed to fresh water in his future evolutions. I also have something I like. I forgot to show you this with him. Yeah, I really like the thing that I did with the eyes. Kind of just like, boom. I kind of really like that, and I'm happy that I did it for some Pokemon. Some others, like the grass type, I didn't do it for because it would have looked ugly as hell. But anyways, you can kind of see this coming up. And why haven't I been talking about the mountain? Because it's just a mountain. Pretty much he just formed a my bad, guys. I accidentally hit the mic. But pretty much he just formed a mountain up on his back. And why he's able to hold this? He's a ground type, so I don't know how. Also probably because these vines being held in place because of his water and the soil. And whenever he wants to, he's able to release a big wave of surf. Surf is one of these early moves that I don't actually know much about, actually. I've never actually looked into surf. Hold on, let's take a look into surf. No, not that surf. Because, why not? Let's see. It has a 90 base power, so yeah, this is pretty good. It has a 15 PP, maxed out 24, accuracy of 100, introduced in Gen 1. Yeah, I think that this is a good first type move for him to learn at an early level of 15. You should have been the first gym by then, but if you haven't, if you have been the first gym, you should have using a water gun or water pulse. You could have also finished it. You could have easily also finished it using either A, rollout, or B. You could have also finished it by using what's it called? Using dig, or alright, new thing. So you know how there's Iron Tail and Dragon Tail? Ground Tail! But you should be able to get that by the second gym, actually, so nothing too big there. And that is an upon evolution move, so we should probably move on to the next Pokemon before I tell away too much of the evolution. Right. Yeah, I remember I made these a few days ago, and blank weight was because I was blank, and because he's made out of steel, because he's the grass steel type Pokemon. Blank weight as in like weights that you lift. So and also I had a blank mind then, so I was just drawing, and I came up with this abomination with a sad backstory. So you guys tell me in the comments how sad this backstory is. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on those notifications bells. I don't remember if I told you guys to do this. So, but if I did, you guys still need to do it. Alright? Good. Alright. Oh, what is wrong with that? boy. Anyways, he is. I don't even know if I should mention the backstory. Alright, well, the backstory is a backstory about how he was originally a Wooloo, migrating from Galar into my new region. Which, by the way, you're able to go into every single region and catch every single Pokemon in every single region. But it doesn't have to be post-game. Once you beat the first gym, you're able to go to Kalos and Unova. Once you beat the second gym, you are able to go to Galar and what's it called? And Alola, and so on and so forth. But you only unlock a new second part of the game, kind of like how they did with Kanto and Unova, or whatever came after that, because I kind of forgot. But yeah, they're kind of like something that they did there. You're able to go to the second part of the game, but I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, so I don't even know what I'm gonna call this region. So, anyways. Sad backstory time. He was a Wooloo migrating over from Galar to here because of winter happening, and he ended up getting turned into a Metal Man with grass type features. So he turned himself. So he got the grass type and metal and steel type, and his body is too heavy for himself to carry. So he is the slowest of the bunch, and he will be for. Still haven't came up with his exact speed stat, but he's still going to be the slowest of the bunch all the time, especially once I mention one of his abilities. Alright, so, pretty much his body is too heavy for him to handle, so he's slow, but he can't evade as much. But he also has strength and special attack, special defense, and normal attack. Also, may I mention that instead of the normal 600 base, there's a 1,000 base stat total in this region. So, wow. Anyways, to wrap this up, pretty much his abilities are either something that I call steel body, and something called Poison Touch. So pretty much Poison Touch does whenever our Pokemon uses a physical move 3 times in a row, he has a 30% chance for the rest of the game and for the rest of the battle to poison. But he's not allowed to miss once, knowing as how he's slow and how some of his accuracy moves could be low because of that. Not the best one. That's why I gave it Metal Body. So Metal Body means that whenever your what's his name again? Blank weight. Wherever your blank weight is either 10 levels above or using a priority move, that's when he moves first. But anything else, he doesn't move first. But if you pair this with the hidden thing, kind of like what I did with Firon, you're able to see that gives a 100% chance to poison or paralyze your opponent. It has a 50-50 chance of each, so you never know what you're actually getting. So you could either hope for a full paralysis or be hoping for a nice poison. But since he has good defense and special defense, I think this is a perfect way for him to be more useful. So now we can move on to number 2 stages. We have Flylenko. Flyleonook. The fire poison type Pokemon. So this was, for example, Firon, the original fire poison type Pokemon, first form. I don't want to talk about how I made the second form. Can we skip second forms?
No.
Alright. Anyways, so pretty much his poison has a all of his poison type moves have a 50% chance to 50% chance boost to what they already had. Poisoning another Pokemon, same with his fire type moves, has a 50+% chance to set somebody on fire. Anyways, just like before, when he's put under pressure, his nose releases steam, causing fire to come up. Two little things, and then also it gets really hot around him, and mixing it with his poison created some obsidian in here. And also he made some weaker poison because when he was evolving, it hurt, so he made that happen. So whenever someone breaks it, whenever someone hits him with a physical type move 3 times in a row, kind of like Blank Wait's ability says that he has to do, he gets to so pretty much what happens is he takes half his HP, but he gets priority for the rest of the battle. He gets priority, which you could easily counteract with his extremely bad speed. Yeah, but Early Bird has really good speed, so this is the slowest second evolution Pokemon of this region. Of the starter Pokemon, this region. He also has this Love Tail, which I call it the 50-50 tail. It does 60 base damage, but has a chance to either lower the opponent's evasion by 2, paralyze them, poison them, or put them on fire. And always this boost out our Pokemon's special attack by 1. And also, for some reason, these things just never transformed because he was focused on this. Anyways, I also did the eye thing with him. And if you look up here, you're able to see that he's grown like a little bit of a thing. But he has a poison in there, which he uses Poison Sting for. Something that I do also want to know is that he learns a main move here, very big thing that I think you might want to know. It's called a big combo. So pretty much the animation is just you extending your thing and then flipping over. He does the thing and then crushes your Pokemon with his 2 feet that haven't evolved. And then finishes it back by running over to you using his wheels. And that's a 120 base power move with a 90% chance to paralyze. But also that's a move for stage 3, like around the 85s area, so we don't have to worry about that. Holy hell. My PC's getting hot, so we gotta finish this quick. Speed time. Anyways, we got Dr. Capel, the water ground Pokemon. Dr. Capel is our second stage Pokemon to Durcluck. Durcluck is this one, if you don't remember from what I said 5 seconds ago. And here is his second form. Slightly based off of the frog, his head has two water guns, where this one shoots out weak water, this one shoots out heavy. You have a 50-50 chance of getting it from something called Water Trance. If you get the weak one, you get a 50 damage move. You get the strong one, you get a 110 damage move. Both with a 20% chance to burn. Unlike the original one, here is not filled with non-polluted water. This one's filled with salt water, and this center part is what's it called? This center part is ground. This part is tap water, like what and he has a water type double kick as well, and he also learns a ground type tail move as well. And if you can check up here, you can see that he has his thing. Also, something that I do want to mention is that there's an ability changer. You can spend $150,000 to change your Pokemon's ability, but you can only do it after you've caught 10 Pokemon. So, bummer. Anyways, let's finish this up, hopefully. And since this is on top and not the normal tap water, this has a 50% chance to poison the opponent from anything that comes out of the top of him, such as Surf and much more. Like his main move, Water Launch. This can also be used especially in double battle, but I'm going to focus on its single battle usage right now, and then once we get to our final form, we'll focus on its double battle usages. Anyways, it pops up, and then it rains down. It creates rain, but then next turn it hits every Pokemon on the field with a base 150 move, causing no recoil to your Pokemon. So it's a really OP move. Just takes a minute to set up, so you have to work on that. Also, can someone tell me where he grew legs? I don't know what I was thinking while making this, and also why did his thing go darker. Anyways, we got our next one. We went from Dr. Capel to now Blank Wate, the Grass Steel type Pokemon. This is the greatest transformation that I've ever seen. Great, I know, right? So we remember this guy. His body's too heavy for him to handle, so kind of sad. But now here, he can learn. He is the second fastest next to our water ground type Pokemon, who is the fastest starter, and it will be until the end now. But he is, of course, a Grass Steel type Pokemon, and he learns a Steel type Double Kick and a Grass type Iron Tail with a 30% chance to poison, and also a new move called Pin Shoot Off, where all three of these shoot off, and whenever someone comes in, their Pokemon gets poisoned. And then there's also a physical version of this, where instead of just doing status, it does 90 base power and has a 30% chance to poison. It also has this Giga Chad look, so why not? Anyways, don't worry about its one eye. It has another eye on the other side. And he is no longer sad, so yay! Now we can move on to our final forms! Thank God. Then I could go to sleep because it's 10 o'clock. We got Fundrix, the Fire, Poison, and Electric type Pokemon. Fundrix, I still don't know where I got the name from. Here he is, baby, Fundrix. And before you mention Scarlet and Violet colors, I know. I found that out right after I was done with his entire evolution line, and I was like, no, you are not doing this to me. And that's what I was saying, like, bro. I don't care at this point. Lock me up. Give me a copyright strike. Just saying. I am not. No. I'm not redrawing an entire evolution line because of that. Anyways, upon evolution, he is an electric type now. So he learns an electric type Iron Tail upon evolution. And since he is going out of his poison phase, I might as well say what he learns also upon evolution. Also, quick thing on electric Iron Tail. So pretty much it's an electric type Iron Tail, as I've been saying about every other type, and also it has what's it called? It has a 50% chance to paralyze a Pokemon that it's used on. As a fire type double kick, but you guys already knew about that because it was in the first one. I believe I mentioned it. If I didn't, yeah. But it has a second chance to learn all of its moves again, so. Anyways, he also learns, as you guys can see, like up here, kind of poison. Yeah, so that's where he stores all poison. He can use poison powder then, and also he can use something that I call poison beam. Takes 2 turns to set up, kind of like solar beam, and it has a base power of 135, and also has a 30% chance to poison Pokemon. Also, it has a 10% chance to set up a poison field, which increase all poison type Pokemon's attacks by 30 power, special and physical. Also his fire part, he learns nothing for fire, but for this he learns Spark, Nuzzle. You can if you go to a move reloader, you can learn Spark, Nuzzle, what's it called? An electric type. What's it called? Never mind. But you can learn an electric type move where you can learn Thunder, Thunderbolt, and Thunder Shock, and all of them got a 10% chance to make an electric field, so that also is there. And instead of just shooting off gas, he shoots off fire with little pieces of fire, and also some electricity to go along with it. Don't worry about. Also, I got this eye thing, and I really like it. Don't worry about how these two came to be part of the same evolutionary line. Anyways, now what do we got? We got Blank Fighter. It's the Grass, Steel, and Fighting type Pokemon. So we can pull up his second form. And now this menace, this absolute Giga Chad of a starter. Just because of the way that I hope that it looks, I really want him. But he has a thick, hard layer of steel, meaning that his defense and special defense are great and are at the max. Everything coursing through him is fighting type, so he boosts all teammates and his own fighting type moves by two times. He's able to use something called his main move, which is rising all, where all of these spikes on his back shoot off. This one has a chance to burn. So it either has a chance to burn, obscure the Pokemon's evasion, poison it, and lower the Pokemon's attack, or it could do all 4 of them if this one comes off. Anyways, you're able to learn a stronger version of this. I still don't know what to call it. But you're able to learn a stronger version of what he had here, and you're able to launch it off, and you have a choice in between it being physical or special move. I suggest that it's physical, because his physical attack is 20 points over his special attack. Also, this counts as a physical move. He learns a fighting type Iron Tail, and a fighting type Double Kick. Also, he Also, he's able to obscure his like kind of like his hidden ability, kind of hidden ability, but not hidden ability, and is pretty much where he's able to make the Pokemon fall in love with him because of his Giga Chad jawline. That's pretty much all. And it works on any gender. Anyways, Dr. Lupalo. Still didn't know what to call this guy. Water, ground, and psychic type Pokemon. I forgot to type in Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all. I do not want to get copyrighted to understand. Anyways, to understand how this was made to be, guess we can figure it out. Wait, where's the eye? Oh, here's the eye. Alright, so I also gave him this thing. It goes like this all around. And he learns a water type Iron Tail. Took him long enough too, but he learns it. And it's a physical move with a 100% accuracy and 100 base power. He learns a ground type double kick as well, and he also learns Psychic and Calm Mind when he evolves. Don't worry about his rapid aging. Doesn't affect his speed in any way. It actually makes him go faster. He is the fastest of the starters. Technically he would be the strongest if we weren't counting how let me check him out. Hold on. If we weren't counting how this guy could set up certain terrains, fields, and stuff, kind of like how he can set up some terrains and fields. He's also able to set up rain, and also he learned Earthquake a while ago. Just mentioning it though, he learns Earthquake. Also, this S ain't for anything. It comes off his face. He regrows it, and it's kind of like an infinite one, but it turns into an S, and a big wave of water comes out, and then to finish it off, a nice bit of Psychic lifts it up and gets thrown into an Earthquake. That'd be my personal way to defeat any Pokemon. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you guys never miss another entertaining video, hopefully. And please let me go to sleep. I'm sorry for not uploading, but it's been 32 minutes, and it's also been me out. Also, can you guys tell me if you guys want me to react to the CJ Champ video? I've seen a lot of people, and I haven't watched it yet. Tell me when you guys want me to